Through our modern fleet of fluid and NGL hauling units, Vertex is capable of hauling virtually any fluid you require to be delivered or removed from your worksite, including crude, frac water, emulsion, chemicals, and fuel. The process begins when the required unit arrives safely onto your site. The driver then exits the vehicle in all appropriate protective gear as per site regulations, including coveralls, hard hat, personal gas monitors, gloves, safety glasses, and a reflective vest. From there, the driver will place chock blocks on the tires and then proceed to ground the unit by clamping the grounding wire to the frame of each trailer, should more than one trailer be required. Once the fluid hauling unit is grounded, the driver will then turn the bleed valves on each line to release any pressure that may have built up. The driver will then secure the proper facility hose to both the vapor and liquid openings on each trailer and then close the bleed lines. From there, the driver will open the liquid and vapor valve on each trailer, which will allow the flow of the product once the facility system is turned on. The driver will then enter the appropriate details in the computer that allows the fluid to be received. After entering the appropriate details, including his driver identification number, customer information, and the amount of product to be transferred to the unit, the driver will press start and wait by the trailers being filled, watching the connections and hoses to ensure the NGL trailers are filled to their required capacity safely. The driver will then proceed to disconnect the hoses from his trailer. To do this, he will shut both the vapor and liquid valves, open the bleed lines, disconnect the hoses, and return them to the appropriate place. He will then close the bleed lines, put the caps back on the opening, remove the grounding wires, remove wheel chocks, and return to his vehicle. Once complete, the driver will then exit the facility and drive safely to the delivery site. Upon arrival at the delivery site, the driver will proceed with a similar process as when he loaded his unit with the product required. The driver will pull safely onto site and exit the truck with the appropriate PPE on. From there, the driver will connect his trailers with the grounding wires, open the bleed line, and secure the appropriate hoses to both the vapor and discharge opening on each trailer. The driver will then close the bleed line once pressure has been released and open the discharge valve on each trailer. He will then enter the building that houses the facility computer and enter the appropriate information. To ensure the efficient and complete drainage of the trailers, the driver will open the vent line after approximately 3 cubes of product has been transferred into the facility. The system will shut off when the trailer is empty, and the driver will then proceed to disconnect the hoses from his trailer. To do this, he will shut both the vapor and discharge valves, open the bleed line, disconnect the hoses, and return them to their appropriate place. He will then close the bleed lines, remove the grounding wires, chock blocks, and return to his vehicle. From there, the driver will then drive safely out of the facility site. With our modern fleet of fluid logistic equipment and highly experienced and skilled team, Vertex Resource Group offers safe and efficient fluid and NGL hauling services. We look forward to working with you on your next project.